Hello, this is Ashi from Crafting with Ashi, and welcome to this card making paper crafting tutorial. This is the card making today, featuring the shuffle and slice, or as I call cut and slice, shuffle and cut card technique, and then I've heat embossed the sentiment as well. So let me show you how to do this technique. I have got my bits cut already, but I'm going to show you again how to cut them using some of our retired designer series paper. And I'm going to cut this piece of paper so it measures 10 centimeters by 14.35 centimeters. Now I've got 3 sheets here of different colors of designer series paper, and I've held them together all together using just some post-it note tape. Okay, so here we've got this piece. So I'm going to do my first cut here, I think point to point, just like that. So I'll have one big piece here, so I'm going to keep that here, and then I'm going to keep these pieces together. I'm just going to do another cut there. Okay, and keep all your bits together, because otherwise you're going to get dreadfully confused. Okay, so let's show you how this works. We've cut in 3 places, which is what we need to do. And we're going to take our first piece and put it there, and our second piece and put it there. I'm going to take my post-it note tape off, and I'm going to put my third piece just here. Okay, and then I'm going to start on my second one. So I'm going to put my second piece there. Let's move these a bit along. I'm going to put my second piece there, and then the next piece there. And then I'm going to start here at the bottom. So can you see how I've made 3 different cards using those pieces? Okay, so now we can start to assemble our card. Now I've already done that for our current designer series paper, so I'm just keeping all of these in order, and I can make these up into cards that I want later on. So you can see how I've done that for this card. So I have some pieces left already from before, so we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to figure out where we want our pieces to go. So we've got one piece here, and then we can figure out where our next pieces are going to be. Okay, so I've put out my pieces. So I've got one piece here, one piece here. You want a different pattern in every spot. So that's going to go there, and then that's going to go there. See? So we've got enough here to make 2 more cards, but we're only going to make 1. So let's make this card here. So our card base is basic white, so it's thick basic white, so that's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. And then we're going to put down our designer series paper. And I don't know if I said, this paper is Iconic Celebrations, and it's an online exclusive, so you'll find it on the online exclusive section of the website, of my website. And then I'm just gluing these down in the order they were. It's a really simple technique, but I think it's so effective. Let's try and keep things as straight as you can. Not being too concerned. It's pretty paper, it will always look pretty. Okay, there we go. So there is our piece down. Now you've still got those other pieces left over to make 1 more card if you so wish. Now let's set that all aside for a second. And I'm going to bring in some scrap basic white because we're going to do a little stamping. And the stamps that we're going to be using is called My Small Business, and we're going to be using this one that says thanks, and I've used this big sentiment a ton of times. I love bold, big bold sentiments, they're a real favourite of mine. Okay, and we're going to be stamping using Versamark clear ink. So I'm just going to use my powder tool to put down some powder so my embossing powder only sticks where there's Versamark. Then I'm going to ink this up using my sticky Versamark clear ink. Sorry, I know I've moved everything. And then we're just going to stamp down. And then I'm going to bring in a coffee filter to try and contain some of the mess. I'm going to use again some copper embossing powder. There we go. I'm just going to flick that off any excess there. And I'm just going to give it a bit more. Maybe I flicked off too much. That'll be fine. And I'll try and get this back in this little pot without causing too much mess. Not too bad. Well, saying that, look at that mess I made. Oh well. Let's just get rid of that powder before it does any harm, i.e. spreads. So now we're just going to quickly heat set that. So I'm going to heat my gun for about 30 seconds and then I'll take it to my project. Okay, so I've heat set this, and now I'm going to back it onto some copper oxidized paper. I'm just going to use a little bit of seal on the back. And then I'm just going to give it a little mat. And I'm just going to cut this out using my scissors. Just like that. Okay, and then we're just going to pop this up on our card. So I'm just going to use the edges here of my dimensionals because they're all good dimension. So just use that up. Just take the backings off. It's fighting me, doesn't want to come off. My fingers are sticky, it doesn't help. And then we're just going to put this down here in the center of our card. And then I'm just going to use some of these sparkle gems just dotted about. Just a few. Sorry about the noise outside if you can hear it. Somehow I haven't got any sticky on that one. It's not my day today. Maybe you've got those days where nothing seems to want to go right. And that's one of these. Okay, so there are your cards. So that features the cut and shuffle technique with a heat embossed copper sentiment. So I hope you enjoyed this card making tutorial. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to future videos. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.